Jacksepticeye robi film o Bloodborne. To ja chyba muszę zagrać w Bloodborne'a z tej okazji, nie?
I can't believe I get to say the words that are going to come out of my mouth. And a lot of you have probably seen the news already, but I get to produce an R-rated Bloodborne animated feature film. I have to make sure I get all the words right. I don't want to mess any of this up. But how insane is that? That is literally
Ja wam powiem coś, co was pewnie wkurwi, mi się wydaje, w większości. Ja wam powiem, że przy takim projekcie youtuberów o dużych zasięgach, tak jak Markiplier ostatnio gdzieś tam wypuścił swój film, teraz robi coś takiego od Jacksepticeye, powiem wam, że serio mi się wydaje, że ludzie, którzy zajmowali się przez tyle lat mediami, w sytuacji, gdzie sami musieli nauczyć się obsługi kamery, kurwa, streamowania, edytowania, color gradingu, ustawiania kadru, dźwięku, pisanie scenariuszy, edytowania tych filmów, no nie, żeby były odpowiednio zwięzłe i przekazywały dobrze informacje, komunikacji ze swoimi fanami, przychodzenia potem na inne formy social mediów, takie jak, nie wiem, stary TikTok, Facebook lub cokolwiek innego, to mam wrażenie, że to jest naprawdę bardzo dobra podstawa do tego, żeby gdzieś później zostawać właśnie tak jak Jacksepticeye, producentem, reżyserem, czegokolwiek, bo to jest zawód, który uczy cię mimo wszystko dużego przekroju umiejętności, który ciężko jest wyhaczyć stricte w jednej pracy, w jednym zawodzie. I wiadomo, że to... Kurwa, no nie oszukujmy się, no dużo content creatorów sobie po prostu odpala gameplay, se gra, no nie, i tam nie ma nic ciekawego, ale no z przekroju tych ludzi naprawdę idzie tych takich ludzi renesansu naprawdę wyłonić, bo w czasach, w których ktoś zaczynał, wiesz, 10 lat temu, stary, nie było poradnika, jak ustawić kamerę, kurwa, na YouTubie, nie? Nie było poradnika, jak ustawić mikrofon do streamowania. Tam naprawdę trzeba było porobić multum przeróżnych rzeczy, nie? Więc fenomenalna sprawa na dłuższą metę. Bardzo dużo się można nauczyć, nie?
a dream come true for me. It's the biggest thing that I've ever been able to announce as part of my YouTube channel, as part of my career. I said something a couple of years ago at like Thankmas 2024. Somebody asked me what I was working on in the background. And I said that there was something I was working on that I couldn't talk about yet, but if it went ahead, it was going to be the biggest thing of my career. It was the most excited for a project I had ever been based on anything that I've done prior. And this is it. This is literally the dream project that I've always wanted to be able to work on. And I never thought that it would actually happen.
Kurwa, ale wiecie, gdzie jest chyba największy problem w takim projekcie? To ludzie, którzy zarabiają niebotyczne, kurwa, ilości pieniędzy, no nie? Topowi youtuberzy z zagranicy. Są pieniądze, których wy sobie nie wyobrażacie, szczerze mówiąc. I teraz pomyślcie, że na pewnym etapie, jeżeli chcesz zacząć robić coś innego, to ty musisz zejść 10 pięter niżej, poświęcić swój czas, który wiesz, ile jest warty teoretycznie, jak robisz content, by spróbować robić coś bardziej kreatywnego i może wtedy ci to tak sprofituje. No nie? Bo Jacksepticeye ile on ma? Kurwa, on ma 30 milionów wyświetleń miesięcznie. 30 milionów wyświetleń. No to tam pewnie mówimy o zarabianiu ile? W Polsce za 1 milion wyświetleń masz przy dobrym watch time 10-15 tysięcy. Pytanie, ile z tego to są niego, ale tam shortsy też mają chore wyświetlenia. Założymy, że tam by było 15 nawet, że to jest dużo shortsów w tym, no nie? 15 tysięcy razy 31. Trochę jest, kurwa, nie? W tej kwocie. A teraz dołóżcie do tego wszelkie jakieś takie współpracy i rzeczy z zewnątrz, no nie? No to są multimilionerzy, nie? I raczej bez żadnego takiego zbudowanego portfolio, no nie dostajesz możliwości wyreżyserowania filmu, na którym też zarabiasz kilka baniek.
From Software Games, but Bloodborne specifically is my top tier, highest echelon.
Jaki content on robi? On wcześniej robił jakieś horrory, takie minigierki, nie? To był ten początek gameplayowego YouTube'a z PewDiePie'em, a teraz? Chyba po prostu gameplay z tego, co widzę, no. I to się nawet nie pierdoli, on wrzuca 3-godzinne wideo, jak siada i gra i tyle. Tu nawet, patrz, stary, nie ma jakichś... Ale no jest dużo jakichś takich minigierek, nie? Horrorowych. Tak. Bardzo, ale to bardzo dużo. Tylko, że no tego kontentu, no to już jest o wiele mniej, nie?
Of game. I have a tattoo of the hunter's mark on my body. I have giant statues of the hunter and Eileen behind me. I have a tiny lamp of the messengers behind me because I absolutely adore this franchise. Bloodborne is like the thing that I wake up and play video games for. It is the top of the top. It's the most exciting thing ever to be able to announce this and to sit back and know something about it and just kind of like sit there and grin and bear it until you're allowed to announce anything about it and hear other people talk about Bloodborne in the background and just be like, oh man, I know something, but I'm not allowed to tell you anything about this. So to have that come out now is just, it's the honor of my life to be able to say something about this. To be related to anything Bloodborne is just the coolest thing that I've ever been able to do. And I've done a lot of cool stuff in my career as a YouTuber, but this, I think...
Szkoda tylko, nie? Że to będzie animowane, nie? Wideo. Animowany film, a nie taki pełen z aktorami, full poważny.
Just takes the cake. This is the coolest thing that I've ever been able to announce that I'm part of. So to talk a little bit about it, as much as...
Tam z 1 milion miesięcznie wychodzi PLN. No możliwe, no. Z 200 koła może być.
I'm allowed to. It's hot off the presses, and I'm not allowed to say much about the project other than announcing it. Sony talked about it yesterday at CinemaCon. Sony Pictures got up and talked about their slate of things that are coming out, like Spider-Man, and they showed off Resident Evil, which sounds incredible, and I'm a huge fan of Zach Cregger, so I'm very excited about that. But they also announced the Bloodborne animated feature in the middle of that as well, and it happened at like 4 a.m. my time, and I was sitting there I went to bed at 6 a.m. last night, and I was so giddy. I couldn't do anything. I was literally like shaking, and for like 4 hours leading up to it, my heart was pounding. Believe in this so much. I'm so passionate about anything FromSoft related in general, but Bloodborne specifically is like the thing that I am most passionate about when it comes to gaming. That's the thing.
Chuj, dobrze gada. Nie no, ja też tak mam, że jak ja sobie myślę o systemie walki, kurwa, Bloodborne, to jest najlepsza rzecz, jaką kiedykolwiek gaming zobaczył. Nie ma co gadać, że jest inaczej.
I am going to pour all of my passion, my energy, and my soul into to try and make this as good as possible. I am going to fight so hard to make this amazing. I know a lot of you are going to be surprised to hear that my name is attached to this thing. Again, I'm a producer. I'm not the writer or director of this. That stuff will come out later. About who's involved. But as the producer of it, whatever is within my power to be able to do, I will do it. I will fight tooth and nail to make this thing the
siano wykłada.
Best it possibly can be from my standpoint. I assure you.
Luzik. Kurwa, ja myślałem, że on będzie jakoś bardziej w to zaangażowany. Co on przyszedł Sony, kurwa, do Sony z sianem?
I promise you, I'm not going into this and taking it lightly. I know what an absolute gigantic honor it is. No one knows that better than I do. Again, I'm trying to express how much I care about this, and I'm trying to express how passionate I am about it. I don't know if it's coming across or if it just sounds like words, but I really, really am. This is something that I'm going to pour everything I have into. I feel like this is what I was put on this earth to do. This is what my North Star is. This is what everything I've been doing has led towards, to try and like get to this place. And I'm very serious about filmmaking. I'm very serious about movies in general. I absolutely adore the medium and I love gaming. And these are the two things that I'm most passionate about in my life. So to be able to marry them together and to be able to do something with something that I'm so passionate about as my favorite game ever made. I have dozens and dozens of hours in the original PS4 version that came out. And then I just went ham on the other version, and I play it at least twice a year. I live and breathe this game. I probably have a cumulative like 600 to 700 hours in it. So I'm going to be really annoying about this. I'm going to be talking about this any chance I get. Any new information I have, any updates, any announcements towards who's involved, when it's happening, what it looks like, anything like that, I am going to be chewing your ears off about it. I am going to bang this drum so hard, and I'm relying on not only my audience, but anybody that's watching this to really just rally behind this. Hunters rally behind this and make it a big deal, because it is. And I'm so pumped. I can't wait. I was like shaking and like tearful last night when it got announced, and I had like 10 tabs open, and I was reading so much feedback about it. I was reading everybody's comments about it. I was perusing the internet and fishing through everything I could just to try and get like a macro picture of where we are. And I promise you, I'm going to do my best, my absolute best. I'm going to put everything I have into this and try my best to make it as good as possible. Anyway, that's kind of all I have. I know, I wish I had more to be able to show you. I wish I had more to be able to talk about, but all in good time. I can't believe I'm able to like make this video. I can't believe I'm able to have my name and Bloodborne in like the same sentences together. It's just so cool, man. I'm so honored. I feel so privileged, and I don't take that honor lightly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Not clickbait this time.
Czekamy na wyniki, nie?